Okay. Good morning, folks. Welcome to yet another exciting, interesting community open house hosted by TransformU community. So some of you are here for the first time. Some of you are a regular audience. So welcome to all of you nonetheless. With each and every story that we narrate and we bring up here, there's one more kindle of hope, right? So if you're somebody who is in the process of achieving their health goals, or have already achieved and are experiencing gratitude, feel free to message it on the chat box as we unfold the meeting. Okay, so today we have some very interesting speakers. One of my favorite coaches is going to be talking at the end, but without wasting any further time, let me bring up Coach Fatima and her happy client and warrior Pradeep.
Rajiv, it's Sonika and Warrior Pradeep.
Okay, I'm so sorry for the confusion. Okay, over to you, Sonika ji.
Thank you, Rajiv, for the wonderful introduction. Uh, like Rajiv introduced, my name is Sonika. I'm a weight loss and a nutrition coach for the last 15 years now. And welcome everyone to the TransformU community open house this week. And we have a very special client. I'm introducing Mr. Pradeep Jeyathilak, who's got significant progress in his health. And welcome, Pradeep. Really great to have you here today. And thank you for taking time and being part of this session today. And I know that a lot of people who are logged in into this call today are going to be benefiting a lot from the talk that we have. And without wasting any time, just go ahead and please introduce yourself and about how did you get to know about Transform Your community, if you could share a little.
Okay, good morning and thank you very much, Sonika. A very dear friend of mine calls me um, retired rowdy, but I'm not. I'm not retired. I'm not a rowdy. My name is Pradeep, 53 years old. I live in Vellore. I run an assisted living facility for people with autism. My son is autistic, and my purpose in life has been to do good for him, and that's my background. I The other question that you asked was how was I introduced to TransformU? Well, back in 2020, sorry, 2020, I have a cousin who posted pictures on her social media of a diet that she was on. So the curiosity got better of me, and I spoke to her, and she said she was on a program. And that's when I got introduced to Sonika back at the back end of 2020. Yes, Sonika ji.
Okay. Can you talk a little about your second innings, Pradeep? Because a lot of people here, I know, basically when anyone gets on the program, they have a desired outcome. They have a desired outcome of transformation when you embark on a particular health transformation journey. So, I've always come across clients who tell that I want to get ready for this particular function and I want to drop so many kgs. I want to reverse a particular health condition. So, what was your motivation or what was your health goal for joining the program?
So, like I said, initially it was curiosity, trying to figure out what this lady was about, Sharmila, my cousin. And I guess I joined this program without a great objective or a goal, because all along I've always wanted to lose weight. I always knew I was overweight. Goes back to my childhood, I guess. And so the first, and you said rightly said the second innings. The first innings was long. I don't consider it a second innings, but anyway, it was a long innings. Sometime back, 3 months back, I think I heard an ultimatum from you. Maybe that's not how you expressed it, but either you lose it or lose me, kind of a thing. And that got me kicked off. That is one motivation. The other one was also, I think, in my case, when you have a special child, my wife's prayer has always been that she lives a day longer. But then through this program, what I've realized is maybe this could add a few more years to my life, which could be of help to my son, live a little longer. So that was primarily the motivation.
Wonderful, wonderful. And see, with experience, I can tell you that there were many clients that, sometimes, because of a social gathering or because of a birthday party or a get together, they slip away or they just get derailed from their daily, what is recommended, the recommended diet plan. But that's never happened with Pradeep. I can't tell 99%, but 100% he's followed the plan everywhere he has been, and that's really applaudable and appreciable of the commitment that he could show there. That was really very good, and I'm sure that was not easy for you, Pradeep, and you must have had your own set of challenges. And since you are in such a thriving circle of people, and could you highlight your main what do you say that? Could you tell me a little bit about your journey in terms of your challenges and some of the highlights, how you could manage your routine?
Yeah, so diet-wise, I think I'm a bit privileged because I have somebody cooking for me. I live on my own. My wife and daughter live in Australia. And so it was easy for me to order people around to get the kind of food that was required. The second part is that I guess I've come to the realization that I need to make a conscious transformation if I want to sustain my health and live a little longer. So that was slightly on that front, because I always had these little targets to work with. For me, it was fixated against a target. I've been good with giving up smoking many years ago. So the occasional, discipline in my social activities was also controllable. The good thing is when you get on this program and you start, in my case, it was the weighing scale, which was a big target. Every day you realize there is something that is happening that is making you feel better. So that kept going, and I kind of changed my target weight twice. My journey is not finished. I've lost 14 kilos. I want to lose a little bit more. So for me, what was easy was and I know your question was about challenge, but for me, it was about getting a target fixed and work towards it. Of course, yeah, I had to go out occasionally, travel a lot, but food wasn't an issue. I didn't think food was an issue. Walking was an issue, especially when I went abroad and it was very cold, but I managed to do that as well. I haven't skipped a day's walking. I don't know why. I don't know what's got into me, but it seems that I'm enjoying this.
Nice. See, I want to tell all the others that, Pradeep is a person who just, very hesitantly started 20 minutes of walk on a treadmill. Very
Yeah.
hesitantly, 15 to 20 minutes. And what a transformation! 3 months down the line, he is like walking 5 to 7 kilometers per day, and also has a personal trainer for working out thrice a week. And that's really very, I can see the commitment and that grit in him for that results to pour in and to for his own transformation. That's really very good. And how do you plan to maintain with the results, Pradeep? What is your plan? Most of them, people, they are very going and they're very easy with the things, as long as the plan is there. As long as the weight loss plan is there, it's easy to go on with the routine. What happens once it ends? That's a concern of a lot of people. Will I rebound to my older state? Will I come back to the older state? So if you could talk a little about that.
Yeah. So one of the things that Sonika explained very well, and I understood very well, was this whole transformation is a tablecloth of different activities, some with a bigger percentage. So diet is one of them, exercise, sleep, etc., supplements, and so on and so forth. So once you have that understanding, and then, a lot of us have undergo a transformation subconsciously when we get married. When you're a bachelor, your food habits, your active life determines how healthy you are. But once you get married, a lot of things change. And in my case as well, a lot of unhealthy eating habits, the weight started piling up because I had to appreciate what my wife cooks and so on and so forth, and mainly the mother-in-law. So I make a conscious transformation. So I have said to myself, gone are the days when you could enjoy a sweet, gone are the days when I could eat quarter kilo of Mysore pa in a day, gone are the days where I could drink a few beers every day. So I've made a conscious decision I want to change. That is important, but I do recognize sustaining this is going to be a challenge. So in the way my brain works, I'm going to find another target to work towards. Maybe it's not going to be weight. Maybe it's going to be how many kilometers I cover, all of that. So coming from a corporate background, KPIs and target orientation is part of my psyche. So I think that's how I'd going to approach it. But definitely this is just the beginning. I think this is just probably 10% of the journey. Sustaining it and maintaining it is going to be very, very, very challenging.
Thank you, Pradeep. And I can already see that you're doing it so wonderfully. For many of you who are on this call, the transformation and the health is so much ingrained in him that he's extended the entire the fitness routine to the people who live in his community. So that's one very good thing, because you just cannot be so selfish in having a great health. You want to just give it out to others as well. Great listening to you, Pradeep, today, and to your story of how you have gained your health back, and the openness and the willingness in which you have shared today is very invaluable. The experiences, the challenges, and the success that you have shared with us today on this call, I'm sure a lot of us are taking this back home and going to really implement it in our own lives, especially all the clients who are in their journey here. And thank you very much, Pradeep. Before I
Can
could
I
give it, yes,
can I just add one more thing? And I think this is very important for everybody who's on this program. I think the coaches bring a invaluable amount of experience and knowledge. And I think it's very important that you stay on course. It's very easy to cheat. I think you've got to be honest about it. And once the result starts coming, I think you can coach the coach themselves. So all the best.
Thank you. Thank you, Pradeep. We really appreciate the time that you have taken to contribute to our efforts and our mission to support the people who are on this journey in building up their own health and wellness. Before I could give it back to Rajiv, uh, yeah, you can play that, Rajiv. Super transformation. Um, yeah, so our health is a precious gift, and taking care of it should be a topmost priority. See, remember one thing: it's not about being thin. It's more about being strong, energetic, and feeling good and happy in your own skin at the end of the day. So that is what is the bigger reason. And I'm sure that today's interview with Pradeep has, built up on your knowledge in and kept a little bit of goal, like what are the small sustainable changes that I can do for myself in building myself in on the healthier route. So that's what I had to share. Thank you so much. Back to Rajiv.
Wow. Wasn't that amazing? I was stunned by how Pradeep articulated his thoughts, articulated his journey. I think he's a phenomenal speaker. Also, I'm hearing him for the first time. But if nothing, the message was like, if I can do it, you can do it too. Right? How many of you could resonate with that thought? Subliminally, he spoke that. Thank you, Pradeep, for spending your precious time with us, giving hope and inspiration to so many of us who are on this journey, and also to primarily improve your life. Okay. So next, I'll hand over the call to Fatima, great coach. She's going to talk about a very, very important topic, which is weight management beyond diet and exercise. Over to you, Fatima.
Visible, Rajiv?
Yes.
Okay. A very good morning to everybody here. And what a transformation. Congratulations to Mr. Pradeep and Sonika for their wonderful transformation and such an inspiring story. And let's get started with our topic for the day, weight management beyond diet and exercise. So, as a health coach, whenever we do our consultations to our new clients, they say that, I've been doing diet and exercise, but not able to lose the weight. They focus mainly on diet and exercise, but they also forget to understand that apart from this, beyond diet and exercise, there are many other various factors to weight management, which is very crucial. So let's understand why holistic approach is very much needed for the weight management. So, yeah. Weight management is multifaceted, as I told. Apart from diet and exercise, there are other factors also, which are interconnected, interlinked, and which are like, stress, sleep, the environment which you are in, the genetics, hormonal balance, everything plays, very crucial role in this. And just imagine you're at a workplace, you have a deadline to achieve, and you're very much stressed, you haven't slept for the night, and yet in the afternoon you eat a big bowl of salad, but in the later part of the day you will feel hungry and you tend to start eating unhealthy food or a snack. This is why, because you have been not focusing on the other factors also. So let's talk about the role of genetics. As I said that, even the role of genetics play a very crucial role in our weight management. So just imagine our body as an, instruction manual. Just like, every car has an instruction manual, and it is built differently. Our body is also built up differently. For example, we have a siblings in the same home, both eat, same kind of food, same quantity of food. One tend to lose, maintain weight. One tend to start putting on the weight. This is because each and every body is built differently. So while we cannot, change our genetics, but we can always work with the genetics and make certain changes and, to lead a healthy lifestyle. Next comes hormone and weight management. So hormonal imbalance also plays a very important role. Just imagine, our body has two main signals, that is, ghrelin and leptin. Just imagine this as, the green signal as ghrelin, which gives signals to our brain that, it is feeling hungry. Now it's time to eat. There is another hormone that is leptin, which is a red light signal, which signals our brain that, we have already eaten enough. Now it's time to stop it. So what happens? Sometimes these signals get mixed up. So instead of, whenever we are feeling full, instead of stopping at that point of time, we keep on eating it. Though we are not hungry, we are just getting signals from the brain. So here we have to work on our hormonal balances by, focusing on balanced eating, regular exercise, sleeping well, etc. So stress nowadays, everyone gets stressed. Looking at the current scenario, right at home or office, everywhere. So whenever we are stressed, we just try to grab on a packet of chips or, a ball of ice cream or, a big piece of chocolate. Why? We feel comfort in that food. Whenever we feel stress, we feel, comfort. So whenever, my clients say sometimes, I'm eating regularly proper food, the healthy options, but sometimes here and there I'm eating, these kind of things. But you are not able to understand that consumption of these unhealthy options over a period of time also put on weight. So overconsumption of this high calorie food, unhealthy food will also impact. Rather than this, what you can do is shift your focus, distract yourself, go for a walk, try to pick up some healthy options. So next, sleep and weight management. Sleep is very crucial. If you're not sleeping on time, 7 to 8 hours of sleep is not is not done, then you will have lots of weight related issues. So quality sleep is very crucial. Just imagine your body as a battery. When you're sleeping well, your battery is fully charged and you're ready for the day, for the next day. When you're not sleeping enough, 7 to 8 hours of sleep is not happening, then you're feeling tired, grumpy, or feeling very sleepy during the day. And this is because your sleep is not proper. And when you're not sleeping enough, and when you're feeling grumpy or etc., when your body's battery is completely low, what happens? To get that quick fix, what we do is we tend to just run on go and grab some food which is high on sugar and fatty foods, which in turn tend to weight gain. Instead of that, we can make unhealthy choices here. So you can see the difference. If you're sleeping well, you're energetic. If you're not sleeping well, when you're focusing more on, blue light during the night time, or, watching Netflix, etc., then your battery is completely low. So what you can do is you can reduce this stress by you doing, breathing exercises, incorporating meditation, yoga in your life, going for a simple walk, exposing yourself to the nature, taking, deep breaths, etc. You can, focus on the overall well-being. Next comes mindful eating and portion control. So mindful eating is like, you're enjoying your food, tasting it, and, you're understanding the signal from your brain that, when you're feeling full, and you're chewing your fruit properly, etc. Sometimes, yes, sometimes we get indulged in, our favorite food, like, a bowl of dessert or ice cream, etc. Instead of, gobbling it completely down, just sit down and enjoy it little by little, so that when you're feeling full, your body will understand you're full and you should not overeat it. Okay, so this is one of the kind. If not, you can always keep yourself away from all the unhealthy options at your home, and distract yourself, and always try to grab an healthy option. Next, gut health. Gut is very important, in our weight management. So imagine our body as a garden where, you have multiple environment, and multiple plants to, diverse plants to help you to, grow a beautiful garden. So these small helpers are good bacteria. So if you have a diverse good amount of bacteria, then you will have, sufficient amount of microbiome to digest our food properly and use our calories wisely and have very good energy throughout the day. So when we are not doing this, just imagine our garden is like weed, completely full, and it becomes very inefficiently to digest all these foods. So consuming food very rich in prebiotic and probiotic, like onion, garlic, asparagus, yogurt, kefir, and even pickles, that helps you to promote the good health, gut health, and also promote you in the weight management. Next, come to the role of environment. Environment also plays a very important role. It's a very crucial factor. Nowadays, these days, when, whenever we go to a mall or somewhere, we always see, unhealthy option or a fast food. It's very hard to see or get access to an healthy option. Even at the comfort of the home, whenever we are stressed, whenever we feel hungry, instead of, making some healthy choices, what we do is we just go to our phone, we book Swiggy or Zomato in our phone, and we don't even tend to understand that, is it healthy or not healthy? Should we eat this? Should we not eat it? So this, even when you're taking kids outside, instead of, any healthy option, you always, the unhealthy option like pizza, burger, etc., they are very easily accessible. So instead of, one quick tip here, instead of, going to eat outside, whenever you're stepping outside, instead of going and grabbing on an unhealthy option, just have a small bowl of, salad or small meal at home when you're stepping outside, so that what happens is you will have a less tendency to eat a unhealthy option. So social support and accountability, I think everyone agrees here. having a social support. Like it's like, our weight loss is like a journey where, you have your friends, your relatives, your family, your colleagues, everyone are cheering up on your journey to your weight loss. And here, even us, a community like TransformU, which helps you towards that same journey. And a health coach also plays a very crucial and a very vital role, where you have to, as Pradeep told, that you have to trust your coach. They are an expert in this area. They help you, analyze your journey, they help to make changes, they help you to stay accountable, track your progress, and help you to reach that health goal. So please trust your coach on that. So setting realistic goal is very important. If you say that, I want to lose 10 kgs in 1 month, is it, even realistic? No. So whenever you're, approaching any weight loss program, talk to your coach and specify and, set a measurable goal where, in 3 months, what are you planning to do? What are the changes you are planning to do? What are the physical activities you want to inculcate in your, daily habits? And how much sleep are you putting in? What are the stress factors which you want to eliminate from that? And, how you can distract yourself whenever you're getting stressed, and like that it will help you to set a realistic goal. Next comes a long-term sustainability. So you have to understand that weight loss journey is not a quick fix. It's a journey, long journey. It's a lifetime journey. So whenever you're coming on a program and you're doing making certain changes, just understand that it's not for a time bound. It's not just 2-3 months you're doing a diet and then going back to your older eating habits. It's like you are whenever you're doing this program. That's why we say build the habits first. Whenever you're building the habit, like exercise, daily activity, whatever you like it. It's not like it has to be punishable. The exercise whichever you're doing, just for a walk also, you should enjoy it. Your balanced eating habits, high on nutrition, good sleep, etc., are very much important for a long-term sustainability. So yes, consistency is very important, which will lead to lasting success. And I think everyone here agree with me. And that's for the day. And thank you very much for joining. And anyone who are very new here, please ask your coach or anyone who have invited you how you can, build all these healthy habits towards your weight loss journey. And yes, holistic approach is very much needed for a lifelong success. Thank you. Over to you, Rajiv.
Excellent, phenomenal talk. How many of you felt that it was almost like Sunday morning you're in a church and Fatima is your priest, right? And she's preaching good health to you. And you go back home with a happy heart that, okay, God is telling me to live healthy. Okay. Jokes apart, but I think this was a very, very awesome talk, very holistic, just beyond weighing scale and fat percentages, right? How many of you have observed you're following the best diet plan, but because something is irritating you in the head, you're not able to live a good quality life, correct? Or, you're doing everything, exercise, food, everything, but you're not able to sleep well. Gaya. So what Fatima shared was the plate should be full, right? Full with all these parameters. So yes, with that, we come to the end of the community house. We just have one last AV for you to play. Don't leave. Wasn't that inspiring? Some of you have seen it multiple times, but for some of you who are seeing it for the first time, this is what our community does. This is what we are. This is what we continue to do. And why? Because it's the right thing to do, right? We have a vision that we want to propagate this just cause of creating a obesity-free country and also to protect the people who are part of this community. It could be a client like you sitting on this call. It could be a volunteer who's bringing on goodness to this community, goodness to this space, helping more people. Or it could be a coach, right, who's putting time, effort, and their heart to propagate this just cause. So, with that, we come to the end of this open house. The chat window is open. Please feel free to leave your gratitude messages, your um, whatever you liked in a sentence or two, so that we all can go back with a good feeling in our heart that we did something good. Okay. Have a good day, folks. Good, good. Messages are just pouring in. Maybe another minute and I'll close the call. Okay. Have a good day, everybody. Bye.